What's up, folks? Samurai King 8 is here with this crazy ass chapter that just popped off. One Piece chapter 857 Rook. Now, man, it got pretty crazy at the end. I wasn't expecting a freaking Capone possible team up here. I wasn't expecting that shit. Because I remember the words are very, very true with what Law said in Punk Has It. Either you team up with Yonko, or you just team with everybody else. Like you gotta team up. You can't just go into this shit and just go in there with your balls and your word and that's it. You gotta go with squad. You gotta squad the fuck up, or you'll get eaten alive in the world. Which is we're seeing that it's true. Because reading this chapter, it was a few things that popped out at me, and it was about Capone when they were talking about Capone's underground um, connections and all the underground guys are gonna be at the tea party and the wedding ceremony. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna be pissed at Luffy because he's the reason why Doflamingo is fucking in jail and why they ain't getting that product no more, and especially that shit from Caesar too. And I'm gonna bring him up in a minute too, but let's dive right into the chapter. I'm talking about the few little things that happened first, then that big reveal at the end. But let's talk about this first. Cover page, really fucking nice. Hancock. I glanced at it for a second and I thought that was Robin, but then I looked at it again because I know a lot of people say Hancock and Robin look alike. Um, Hancock's nose is a bit different, Robin's, and their eyes are a bit different. Like Hancock's eyes are more like I guess more oval, like more Asian looking. I'm not trying to be racist, but more Asian looking, and Robins are a bit wider. So that's how I always can tell the difference between them two. But what I want to quickly talk about first is now we get Luffy and Sanji talking to the rest of the crew in the Mirror World. Now, few things I want to talk about here. I want to talk about first this though. Oda has been drawing Nami very, very well. Like this whole arc. Like it's well really since we've seen Nami in the Zoe arc. He's been drawing her really, really, really nice. She's been looking like really cute. She's been looking really fucking good. Her and Carrot. I mean, Carrot is just cute to me. She don't look good. I'm not into that furry shit. But Nami been looking pretty nice. So I gotta give all his props on that. He been drawing her really, really nice. You know what I mean? But and then it's funny to see Chopper, Carrot, and Brooke doing their I guess Chopper's little gag of him like stop it, you bastard. That's not fun. I'm kind of like if you compliment me, not like I like you or anything, you bastard. Stop. It's pretty nice how he had all the three of them doing it. How he had Carrot doing it, which it seems like we get them Nakama vibes from Carrot, man. It feels like she just fits right in. And and Pedro talked a little bit too, and he brought up a good question about has Luffy and Sanji brought up a reach understanding, and basically Luffy said he's gonna fuck up the wedding and save Sanji's family. Yeah, and then we get the whole thing with Nami telling Sanji like, yeah, um, I'm glad you come back and everything, but I would never forgive you for putting me through the fear itself, which she'll get over it, man. I'm like, Luffy puts her through all types of fucking fear, and she still loves that motherfucker. So, of course, she's gonna get over it, Sanjay. You just be alright, Sanjay, because and it was kind of nice seeing him pull the heart face thing because we haven't seen that in a long, long time. Um, but then we get this turn. We get this Jinbei talking, and it was kind of funny to me. Jinbei was just talking about Capone's backstory and how he came from was it the West Blue? He said we're basically talking about how what he did to Peckhams, that he fucked Peckhams up, and oh, I forgot I was gonna burp. He fucked Peckhams up, and he was talking about how he was able to save Peckhams with his crew, which very funny thing Jimbo was talking about that. He said it was 10 of us there with counting the two other motherfuckers. He said there's 10 of them there. My thing is, why didn't Jinbei include his crew that's under the island? Why didn't he include them in that number? It didn't. That felt kind of weird to me that he didn't include them in that number. And because he even brought up saying my man saved him. save Peckham. So we know your men is there. So why you not include them in this little in the estimate number that you said that we had? I mean, because that motherfucker was deep under the sea. We saw them motherfuckers under the sea. We saw them motherfuckers deep under there, man. They was a bunch of them there. So it was like, I'm just like, why you didn't include them in this number of yours? And you include fucking Big Mom's people. But anyway, we get talking about Capone, his little backstory, and I want to say he's from the West Blue. Look, that's what he said. Yes, West Blue. He did say West Blue. Okay, and that he's one of the heads of 5 numerous, or well, I guess notorious mafias, and that Capone is a cutthroat motherfucker. He like Al Capone. You know, that is where the name come from and all that stuff. And when he was a spring chicken as a young cat, he would cut off the head. Now, when he said that part, I thought he was gonna say like he cut off the head and put him in his enemy's bed, like a real mafia gangster dude would do. But he said he'll cut off the head just to see their body just writhe in pain, which is that's really crazy. If you know somebody do some shit like that, they probably gonna be a psycho killer in the future. You should hang around the motherfuckers that do shit like that. And that was a good segue into how he said that's how he handled business. Like he would go to the organization, take out the head, and then watch the fight for power within that organization, which is kind of smart. That's what you do. That's what you do. Like you want to take down business. They always say you want to like kill a snake, you go for the head, and then its body is gonna like basically that's how it is. You cut off the head, the body is gonna writhe in pain, and it's not gonna be able to function without the head, especially if the head is a good captain. And so that's how he used to do his business. And but the thing was then, well, he was just for his enjoyment, so he's really fucking nuts. And then when he became a pirate, he basically did the same thing. He would kill pirates, captains, and do the same thing. Watch the crew fight for the fight to see who could become the next captain, which was that's pretty nuts too. And then he did this, and that's why he got under Big Mom. So it didn't matter what he did. He can always say, "Hey, look, hey, I know I just fucked with y'all crew and everything, but I'm under Big Mom's umbrella. So you really about that action?" So which is a very smart tactic. That's smart. That's like Law said. You go team up with a Yonko, or team up to go against a Yonko. So he did the former, and he also, I guess, since he has so much value and knowledge about everything, and like I said, defensive prowess, he became the rook for the Tea Party, which is this is the big bulk of the chapter. And this is what the chapter is mostly about. Hence the name Rook of the chapter and Rook of Capone's position. He is the security guard of the Tea Party. Okay, so we get all that from Jinbei, and also that this motherfucker just tried to kill Peckhams because Peckhams didn't want to be part of Capone's biggest plan, and that is to take down Big Mom. And I was like, what? Even Sanjay had to say, Sanjay was like, bruh, this is conspiracy on top of conspiracy on top of conspiracy. I'm shocked fucking Judge is to try to kill Big Mom. I'm shocked at that. Well, I mean, he needs Big Mom. I guess of the two, he needs Big Mom more than Big Mom needs him. I mean, she wants that technology, but she can do good without it. And he wants her name to take over the East Blue. The East Blue. Take back all North Blue. I can't remember which blue it was. I think it was the North Blue. Yeah, take over the North Blue again. I think. Oh, I'm fucking up. But that's crazy. That's crazy. So Judge is thinking Big Mom he's gonna get her power so he can take over the North or South Blue. I think it's North Blue. Big Mom is gonna fucking kill all them motherfuckers, the Vince Smokes, and take their technology to boost her army. And fucking now we got fucking Capone wanting to kill Big Mom just to see her family go crazy with the power and all that, trying to get to the Yonko side. Now that's a big fucking like wow for Capone, because if he can manage to kill Big Mom, well, he gotta have some type of plan. Like I don't know, if he gonna kill Big Mom, like that whole family is gonna like the island. Oh my god, that's gonna fuck up all those islands and all that shit. Think about it, because she's a Yonko, so There's nobody else I can see. I don't know about that other minister that Big Mom had. I don't know what he is about. I don't know if he's gonna be if he's at Yonko level, but that's open season. That's crazy. And you have motherfuckers coming in trying to take that land. And places that Big Mom has on her protection or her name on top of, motherfuckers gonna start taking that shit. And they ain't gonna have no way of stopping that shit. And that's fucking nuts that Capone doing that. Now, I don't know why Capone doing this. That's gonna be the next thing. Because I was wondering why are we getting this big kind of small backstory of Capone? I'm like, is he gonna become a big, like reading this? I'm like, he becoming a big character in this? And then we get this shit that Jinbei already set up a meeting with this motherfucker. I'm like, what? What? A meeting with fucking Capone to take over and I'm like, wow, to go against Big Mom. And the crazy thing is, they had a vote already, and it was 4-2. I wonder who's the other person to vote. I wonder to vote with Jinbei. I'm sure it was Jinbei and maybe Pedro. Maybe I don't know. Since he has some type of ties to Big Mom and everything. Maybe it was Pedro and Jinbei that voted with it, and against it was probably Nami, Brooke, Chopper, and Carrot. Yeah, that has to make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy to think about that. And Luffy seems to already have in his mind that he's gonna join forces with Capone. Now, and Capone is like, all right, so if Straw Hat come here and start talking that shit, we gonna kill this motherfucker if he pissed me off. So I was thinking about that too. I was like, has Luffy and Capone ever met? I'm like, I don't think so. So that's gonna be really interesting to see how their personalities kind of combine and with a whole crew. I mean, Luffy need to bring his whole crew in there. I mean, Luffy can fuck parting all these niggas up. I don't know, but yeah, Luffy need to go. Don't go in there by himself. Yeah, but there's a dude on this last panel, by Capone. It looks like Caesar. I don't think that's Caesar, but it looks just like him. I'm looking at him. I'm trying to imagine Caesar, and this dude here looks just like Caesar, and I'm not really sure why he'd be there with Capone. If Capone saved him, I don't know, but this shit just took a turn that I didn't even expect for it to take. Like when we all found out that Capone was part of Big Mom's crew, that we were like, oh, that's perfect for him. He ain't gotta do shit now. He older and all that stuff. He shouldn't need to want to shake stuff up like that no more. Like I mean, like this is perfect for him. Uh but you never know with these guys. He got a fucking baby by her daughter? Like, that's crazy, man. But hey, man, that's how mafia dudes be. They don't give a fuck. They savage. So, this going to be crazy to see this offer. And he has an offer for Luffy. And I want to know what the offer is going to be. It's probably going to be like we can assure your safety and all that shit. And, but I don't know. And he got to have a plan. I want to know what's this plan of his of him taking down Big Mom. And look at these motherfuckers with him. They are ready. They are deep and they are scrapped with the Dracos. They are ready for some shit to pop off. So, and then they got the contract there. These motherfuckers are ready. So, this is interesting. I wonder how long has Capone been thinking of this, man. When did him and Jinbei even talk? And Jinbei's so sure this shit gonna work out. Man, this is crazy. Oda just took another turn with this shit. But that's all I gotta say about the chapter, man. I really, 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 really enjoyed this fucking chapter. I give it a 10 out of 10, man. With this twist, I didn't expect this fucking twist. Oda, you fucking genius. And I felt like the chapter was this. And then I also, before I go any further, we did find out what happened to Bobbin. That was Capone's crew that fucked up Bobbin. So it put my little speculations to shame. But that's it, man. So that's it for me, guys. 10 out of 10 chapter. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the video, and see you guys next week because we have no break. All right, adios.